Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in again. My name is Margaret and today I'll be showing you how to prepare catfish stew. So just sit and you really learn a lot from this video. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I've got a lot of complaints that catfish makes them vomit or throw up and all that. So I'm doing these videos. Please watch closely and yeah, let's get there. So the first thing I did was to go to the market and get a catfish. It was killed. I picked the one I wanted and it was killed. Then I brought it into my kitchen and washed it properly. I washed it till there is no stain, all this blood stain, all the gills were taken out. Yeah, so you properly wash it. You can see the way I'm using my hand to wash the blood stain or the blood off. So please wash it very well. Make sure it is very clean. Then rinse it properly until the water becomes very clean. And the reason why we are doing this is so that there will not be any dirty inside the catfish. Yes, so we're going to put it down now, and then we're going to have what we are going to use in preparing it. Everything is all set. We have pepper there, we have a lot of things that we're going to be using. So I'll take us slowly as we go into the video. So this is salt, this is pepper, this is palm oil, this is our catfish, well cleaned, already washed and in a bowl. So this is the grounded pepper that we are using, and this is salt, this is Maggi. So we have pepper, we have crayfish, we have onions. This crayfish, grinded crayfish. So we place our catfish in the bowl. Then we put salt. We put salt on it. Please be mindful of the salt because you still get to put salt along the line, but just put a little salt. Then the next thing we do is put water on the fire. We're going to boil hot water, and the reason why we are doing this is so that every dirt in the catfish is taken out completely. So you put your hot water on the catfish inside the bowl in a way that the whole fish is soaked in the water, is covered by the water rather. So after doing this, you leave it for a few minutes, let's say 5 minutes. Allow the hot water enter every part of the catfish. So after that, you properly make sure that every part of the catfish, the head is dipped in the water so that the salt and the hot water can enter properly. Then you take the water away. You turn the water out of the catfish. The reason why we are doing this is to make sure that the catfish is very clean, because you can see some slimy or some dirty slimy stuffs all over the catfish. In fact, this one is somehow clean. I've made prepared catfish where you have a lot of thick stuff all around the catfish, and those are the things that constitute to making it like feel like, oh, it's not really well prepared or it's smelling blood or all those things. So once you do that, get a pot, a clean pot. I have my pot by my side here. Then you wash the catfish with cold water. Yes, after turning off the hot water, wash the catfish with cold water and properly arrange it inside the pot. The reason why I said you should properly arrange it inside the pot is so that when you are steaming it, when you are cooking it, everything is well set, and then you don't have to be using your spoon to turn it all around. So we just remove all the dirt from the catfish. You rinse it and put it in the pot. So look at the way I'm washing it. So just make sure you wash all the old whitish slimy stuff on the catfish. Take them out completely until they are very clean. So after doing that, you place them inside the pot. Yes, after putting it inside the pot, we are going to be seasoning it. We are going to be seasoning the catfish. It depends on your taste. Some people like to have ginger and garlic inside whatever they cook. So but whatever you are going to be putting, just blend it properly or grind it, whichever one you want. So after arranging the catfish in the pot, we get into seasoning it. So what we are going to be adding now is the seasoning stuffs like the crayfish, the pepper, the salt and all that. So let's go. We just drop the catfish, then we put the pepper first. You can put as much pepper as you want. You can put as much pepper as you want. The goal is so that the pepper will enter the catfish properly, and then it will not have any, it will not just be tasting somehow, because a lot of people run away from eating catfish because of this not being properly cooked and all that. So you put pepper in the catfish. This is fresh pepper. Normally I grate the fresh pepper. I don't slice it like this. I grate it properly so that it is smooth, because I'm preparing stew. I grate it properly so that it is smooth. And then I'm adding the pepper already grinded pepper. I'm adding it to it because I want the pepper to properly rest inside the catfish. You can also do this for catfish pepper soup. You can dress your catfish like this if you want to prepare catfish pepper soup. So we have our onion. Yeah, I also grated this one. Normally I blend them, but there was no light as at the time I was doing it. I was running on gen, so I couldn't use blend. I had to use the manual grater. So once we have it, then you put your, this is Maggi. This is powdered Maggi. You put it. Yes. Then you put your is it crayfish now? You put your salt. Yeah, you put your salt. Remember, I've put salt. You used salt to wash it earlier. So be careful of the salt, the proportion of salt you are putting into the fish. So after putting the salt, we go on to put more Maggi. Then we go on to put crayfish, our grated crayfish, grounded crayfish. So use it to season it. If you like to put blended ginger and garlic, you can go ahead. You can also put curry if you like, but I don't want to put curry. I don't want to use curry. You can add curry to it. And if it is pepper soup you are making, it's not yet time to put your pepper soup ingredient. Just as you've just done it this way, you place it on the fire first, then after like 3 minutes you put your pepper soup ingredient. So this is our fish on the fire. It's already cooking well. All the whole ingredients is properly settling into the fish. So the reason why this is good is because, number one, you've cleaned the fish, and then now you want the pepper to enter the fish. You want the seasoning to properly enter the fish. You don't want a situation whereby the fish is cooked and then it's not tasting good. It's tasting as if there's blood in it, or it's tasting as if there's dirt in it. So we turn our prepared fish into a bowl, and we're ready to make the soup or stew, whatever you call it. So here we have palm oil and pepper, grounded pepper. So I just put palm oil and grounded pepper in the pot. Then the next thing is that we're going to be covering this so that the grounded pepper and the palm oil boils for few minutes. So after a few minutes, let's say 5 minutes, you come in to put your catfish. The reason why we are putting it into the pepper so early is so that the pepper will properly settle into the catfish. This is what Yoruba calls obeata. Yoruba calls it obeata. So we use it to eat different things. So you place the fish carefully so that it doesn't get squeezed. You arrange it inside the pot carefully. This is the tail. And then put every other one inside, so it will not like squeeze. Just carefully place it. Once it's well arranged, you don't need to be using your spoon to turn and turn. No, you don't need that. Just arrange it properly, and then cover the pot. So before covering the pot, don't forget that we are here to put Maggi, salt into the stew. So after properly placing the catfish and making sure they are seated properly in the pot, we add the catfish stock, that's the water from the catfish preparation, to the stew. And one thing I've observed is that as the stew continues to cook, it gets thickened naturally. I think it's just because of the fat from the catfish. So as you added this water, you discover that you eventually have to add all the whole stock, so keep the remaining stock by the side. And then you progress to putting your salt. Remember, you have already seasoned the catfish with salt, so be careful of, if you are not sure, taste it before putting, of the amount of salt you're putting. You discover that I'm just putting little by little, I'm not putting a lot. So after the salt, you put your Maggi. This is a grounded Maggi. You put your Maggi and then you just use your spoon like as you are seeing it, so that it doesn't get squished and the whole thing circulates. So you cover your pot properly and cook for some minutes, 5 minutes. See, by the time you check again in the next 5 minutes, that's like 10 minutes, everything is properly cooked. Everything is properly cooked. Yeah, our stew is ready. Can you see that it's thicker than when you first add the stock? Can you see it? Can you see that it's thick? And now it's time to taste. It's so delicious. Honestly, you need to have a taste of this. You need to do this. Wow. As in, everything just the way I want it. The pepper is mild, not too peppery. You know, everything is just perfect now. I can put it down now and make my eba. You can actually eat this with okra or ewedu, but it's already evening and I don't have okra right now, so I'm just going to be making eba and feasting on this. Wow. So my soup is ready and I'm ready to devour it with eba. Now this soup now, some people use ewedu. You can use ewedu or use okra to eat it. If you like, you can put vegetable, something to just so. This is so. In fact, honestly, I'm enjoying myself. I am from Ilaje, and in my place we call this soup imoyo soup. Imoyo, not imoyo soup. Imoyo means soup. Like in Yoruba they call it obiata, but in Ilaje it is called imoyo. So that's just it. So you enjoy it with eba, semo, amala. But what the highlight is that catfish has been well prepared, and I'm enjoying it. Without, there's nothing like smell or anything like, it's not. Let me bite. Oh, she's so hot. The pepper enter well. Enter well. Nothing like it's affecting me. I feel like vomiting, all those things. No, because it's well cleaned and it's well cooked. So just tell me you're going to try this. Yeah. Guys, thank you for watching this video. If you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell. See you in my next video. Bye.